Woohoo! How are you? On a beautiful day in the country, I am in my element in nature, my mother nature, as above, so below. And we see what's going on. We see what's going on, but some choose to ignore what is going on. It's easier than acknowledging that there are lies and cover-ups that are going on in the movement. The so-called Christian movement, who welcomes all, yet damns people in the same breath. Spare me. But we see what it's all about. We see the money that has been raised. And we see those who don't want to lose that income that is being raised. It's sad. It's sad. I was in it for a purpose, and I still have that same purpose, and I still have that same goal. Whether or not people come along or not, that's not really up to me anymore. Good afternoon, flower child. I'm looking forward to coming back around to North Carolina. I wanted to wait and see what all was going on, but I know at this point in time that I will not be rejoining the 1776 movement. And the more I see and hear, the more disappointed that I get over the greed that has encompassed the streamers and the movement. Not that they weren't focused on being self-supporting, but now it's gone over the top. You know, it's like no direction. And you know, if someone comes up with an idea, you know, of course it's shot down until it becomes their idea. And then that's when things change. Hello, Cheryl-Ann. Welcome to the stream. The stream where it's been a decisive factor as to what side I am going to support. Hello, Sam. When Squirrel had texted me my questions that have yet been unanswered by Santa, you know, I wasn't picking either or. She asked me questions. I gave her questions that I wanted answered. And the critters, came to DC to get answers. You know, what's the truth? I can't see what is wrong with people asking questions to get the truth instead of following a leader blindly when the authority and the discernment is questionable. So I'm at this point, it's like, not that I want to dissuade anyone from supporting a good movement that was for truth and accountability, but from my experience, it's gone from bad to worse. It saddens me that this so-called We the People movement has turned into a holier-than-thou Christian movement, and it's sad. It's really, really sad to see. And as someone who was there from March the 5th on the convoys until now, yeah, I stayed in the background and I watched and I listened. So, yeah, I'm sad. I'm sad that people choose to support someone who is willingly denying the truth of the matter. Yeah, there's no clear cut. I mean, okay, we're preaching the Constitution, this and that, and now all of a sudden we are going to be teaching the Constitution, this and that. Yeah, I don't want to be part of, I don't want to be known as part of, I don't want to be associated with a radical group, who wants to control all information coming out. I just, no. I'm sure that we can go back over and look at all of the information for all of the religious cults, and we can see the same MO playing out. And that's not what I'm a part of. I'm there to fight for a First Amendment platform for we the people. I know it can be done, and I know that too late, you're horrible. Lolo's Lounge? What do you mean I'm horrible? Why? Because I'm not supporting people who lie about pedophiles in camp? No. This has turned violent and it's all your fault. I'm disgusted. No, Santa did not answer the questions when the Critter Crew came to DC. It's as pure and simple as that. They came there to ask Santa to explain why he denied having pedophiles in his camp. Blatantly scam people for money and brainwashing into this cult along with harboring criminals, sex offenders amongst innocent children living in his cult. God, she's dumb. Lolo, I might be a blonde, but I ain't fucking stupid. The writing is on the wall. I've been with self-serving Christians in my past, And that is part of my PTSD. I mean, you're complicit for 76 actions, asshole? No, I called him out. What do you mean I'm complicit? I did not agree with having supposed to be registered people who are not supposed to be around children welcomed into the 76 camp. And that is why they have all, I didn't do enough. What do you mean I didn't do enough, Lola? I went around and warned the women who had children there that they were being allowed in the camp, that I didn't know what was going on. I know that there were people who had already called the police. And what was I going to do more so than what I did? I left. I called them out. I left. I don't agree. And I really don't agree with the grooming of what is being done. So, I don't know. What else do you think I could have done, Lolo? I mean, I thought that I made some friends in 76, but obviously, I didn't. There might be a few people. You triggered Christy Grover. Missed that comment. Oh, yeah. That's puking up money. That's what it was all about. What it's still all about. You see it, and it's if there was a directive in charge of, this is what our objective is and this is how we're going to do it, instead of the hide and seek, cat and mouse, smoke and mirror game that has been from the beginning. Okay, so you want the Constitution to remain in effect. All right, you started with the mandates. You started with the emergency mandates. Well, you see where that got you. Yeah, we don't have the emergency mandates lifted. And now with the so-called MP coming down the road, it's like, what good did that do if we don't even have a First Amendment, that we can't even talk about the big V, let alone the big C coming along, you know? I'm like, it sucks when you see the writing on the wall and everybody wants to remain blind to the fact because they're putting money in their pockets. And it's a sad thing. But, you know, whether cash flow comes into my pocket or not, it doesn't matter. At this point, I'm not going to give up in my goal that I've been working on for the past 11 years, to get a First Amendment platform for we the people. Whether I have people who stand beside me or not, that is my goal. And I've already attempted and will keep attempting. They only attack those who try to stop the genocide. Yeah, that's it. To try to get the information out there, to tell the truth of what's really going on. You know, I mean, Santa's so hopeful that the critter crew will come over on his side, but if they're anything like, um, if they have anything of an opinion like me, that's just fancy thinking that, people are gonna join, that people are gonna be happy with, the grift, you know? I mean, it's all about the grift. It's all about the money that they're bringing in. Okay, let's see, what can we do today? Oh, well, if we have somebody battling us, where are you hanging out now? In the peace and quiet of the countryside. That's where I'm at now. Working on things in the background for what I need to do to write the First Amendment lawsuit. I wanted to do a class action, but that means that there's going to be money involved. And, it would be nice to get some support in order to do that. But, yeah, I did it once on my dime and my time. And at least I walk my talk. I don't tell you I'm going to do something and then it doesn't get done. It's I've got purpose, and I am not going to give up. I thought that possibly the People's Convoy and the movement would stand behind something that would be so important as to affect everybody in the United States. But, what can I say? I guess I just wasn't part of the grift, and will not be part of the grift of just getting money just to get money, and, that's it. To get money to keep streaming people sitting on lawn chairs. I mean, I can understand that. I was there. I know it's hot. I know that heat sucks energy out of the elders. I was there. It was hot. It was horrible. It was trying. And I guess it's a good thing that my animals came first, because I got out of there. I left the pavement of Hagerstown, but it's not like anything was getting done other than going around and handing out flyers for rallies that they were doing to raise more money, to go out, to go to other locations, to raise more money. To raise more money for what? It was really sickening to me when I saw the time and effort and money that was put into creating a stage by Patriot Q, and then it's not even utilized except for karaoke one time. Why did people not stand on that stage all day long? It wasn't that it did not attract attention. A stage in the middle of the lawn, in the middle of the mall. What's that there for? What's it all about? I just, yeah, I only went down one time, and it was way too hot, and it wasn't like I wanted to be there, because Santa wouldn't answer the questions of, hey, if we get arrested, who's the arresting officers? where do we go? Where do our vehicles go? You know, nobody's found that out. Nobody's answering that question. You know, what are the penalties? I mean, these are honest questions. If I'm going to be arrested, I want to know what I'm going to be arrested for. I mean, isn't that part of a criminal act? Oh, that's right, I'm not a criminal. Criminals don't care about the result of their actions. So, yeah, that's true. I totally forgot about that part of it. You know, why would they want to know the results when, you know, criminals do criminal acts and don't care about the outcome? You know, even though I warned them, and them as in Santa and Hippie Mama, about the actions of shutting down the highway and the results. You know, it was parallel to the Occupy movement. And, you know, I was falsely arrested. I didn't willfully do it, and I was still arrested. So, yeah, I know. It was sad. I don't know why. But then I'm not in charge. So, you know, what can I say? I'm just a dissenter. I'm just a traitor for telling the truth, for speaking up as to things that are not done right. I said those words, that statement, once before. When I was telling Wanda Green in Buncombe County that what they were doing was wrong, that taking away the First Amendment platform for we the people was wrong. And that's why I was targeted and falsely arrested. You okay, Carmela? Huh? What was that? Huh? Did you catch a bug? Yeah, it's one of those sweat bees running around. You blocking me will stop me from saying the truth about that POS David Riddell. He lies, scams, and knowingly plays the game with his criminals. Cheryl Ann, nobody should be getting blocked on here. I have no mods on my channel except for me. So if anyone is getting blocked, please let me know about it on my channel. Because, yeah, I really do stand for the First Amendment. The only thing that I ask is say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean. Don't slander, don't libel, because you would be accountable for the words, whether they be said or written. If you say something that is not true, somebody can go back upon you. But as long as we understand that, we're all good. Oh, well, just what I'm saying. You know, there should be nobody blocked on here. And if somebody is, let me know. Because I don't agree with the truth, especially when it could affect innocent children. The one family that I did tell, I know that the mother took the children home shortly thereafter. Now I know that the father, I have seen the father still there. You know, what's up, I don't quite know, but that's like not really any of my business either. That would be their own personal decision, and it has been not quite a month, but almost a month since I have been down in DC. And it's not like I could not have taken my animals to shelter, but I just didn't see what was being accomplished in downtown DC. You know, by them going downtown and sitting in chairs or riding scooters. You know, I mean, yeah, dang, I missed the fun. Look at how much fun I could have had if I would have just, you know, put my animals with a safe person and gone downtown and rode around and yelled out freedom and, you know, grifting and raising enough of money that, yeah, I could have been sitting pretty right now if I wanted to play the part of, you know, in it for the show, for the entertainment value. But that wasn't the truth of the matter. Yep, I just lit a cigarette. Say yes, sir, indeedy. I just went and decided that I wasn't ready to quit smoking yet today. Should keep an eye out for some mullein, though. I need some mullein to mix with it. Mullein's good for your lungs. And it does help when it's mixed with tobacco. It's not quite as harsh. So if any of you are trying to quit, it's a good thing. So yeah, Cheryl Ann, you want to come and talk truth? Feel free to come over at any time. I'm not going to be staying here too much longer. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the sweat bees and the other bugs that are coming out. We must be getting some rain later on this afternoon. I see a white cloud, but there we got some blue skies up there. But it looks like we're gonna get some rain here, which that's a good thing. I would rather have the rain than the drought that many are having. Okay, go bugs, go sweat bees. Say we do not want stung by a sweat bee. So I know what I'm gonna do. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Whoa. Did you notice that? Yeah, they actually started to come after me. But got one for sure. Bends. Repels mosquitoes that may carry Zika virus. Oh no, is that the next virus that we're gonna get the big V for? Holy mothers. We'll have to watch out for that. One of the things that I'd like to know is how many people who have been diagnosed with the new MP who are, whether it's vaccinated or, oh, sugar, I mentioned that, big V. Yeah. Have they been V'd or not? I know only my middle name's gay. and I'm a female, so I'm not in that targeted at this point in time, but then neither were infants. And look where it got them. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out different platforms to stream on, because I don't like the fact that YouTube censors and who their censors are. You know, it's definitely a genocide, and it's not good. Well, it depends on what side you're on. You know, right now, people should be coming together in their communities, and instead we are seeing such fracture in everything. Yes, sir, Big Zip. You know it. I don't know how many of you have ever watched any of the work that Amazing Polly has revealed. And for those of you who have not ever listened to Amazing Polly on BitChute, she used to be on YouTube, but yeah, they kind of took down her videos and closed up her account. So you can just imagine what the information that she was revealing. Do you know why X-Ray doesn't stay with the group? He flits in and out. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I could probably say he's a loose powder keg. And yes, that's Carmela. So yeah, he's a loose power keg. He always has been. He wasn't quite as bad. I mean, you know, his ego was up there, you know, Biggie when he was with the Convoy. But when he started streaming, and when it first started, I even inspired him to keep going, because he was a very good host when he had hosted someone else's stream before his own. I thought he did a really good job in doing it, and obviously it really went to his head after that. So I stay back from X-Ray. I know, yeah, he's not my favorite person. He's not my favorite person leading a convoy, or, yeah. So I'm gonna let it at that for right now. And that's just for right now. I am going to be working on a video also, not just for the platform that I'm building, but I've got a couple fires in the iron, or irons in the fire, I guess I should say, put it correctly. And I will be making a documentary. I have started a documentary of the convoy through hell. And then I'll tell more about where my, yeah, what my thoughts are of a lot of different things. and a lot of different people who I met along the way, who were good, who weren't, who were questionable, who were telling the truth, who were lying, all that kind of good stuff. You know, the stuff that really attracts your attention. I mean, we just can't have it just for the good of what somebody's doing, because it doesn't seem to get as much support. Rhodey just came over to say hi. Say hi, Rhodey. Say how are you, Rhodey? Uh-oh. Sophie's coming over. Jealous and jealouser. How about, yeah. So check out my shorts on YouTube and Instagram. Hashtag GLoLady, GLoLady. And you can find me all over the internet. I have a few shorts up with the girls and with Thomas. They are my my family, my loyal family. How about Sophie? Yeah, you're my good girls. My Sophie is the one who sounds like her mother and also acts like her mother, has taken a lot of the role of their mother, and in life. How about, yeah, she'll call the girls when the girls are missing. This is Sophie right here. When the girls don't come, she'll call them, and then of course they come. And then when they're playing, she's taken the role of Bella to encourage them to play. Rhodey got her name from being born in the back of a car on a road trip from Florida for Christmas back to North Carolina. And Bella was due on January 1st, but the puppies came on December the 29th. So they got the name of Rhodey, or she did. My son said you had to name one of them Rhodey, and since I was keeping a female, well, I guess that there's a lot of females that are Rhodies. So, yeah, it's more Princess Rhodey now. We have decided that Carmela was Princess Carmela when she was born, but since Bella is no longer with us and Carmela has become more of the queen, that is Queen Carmela now, and she takes after Bella in the needing love more so. Not that the others aren't jealous and jealouser, but she's taking Bella's role as the queen bee in all of them. And Rhodey walks like her mom. She's usually always the last one who comes when, well, not so, well, now, yeah, the last one. I mean, Bella, she might have been the first one when I called to come, and she called the other ones to come. But Bella was usually the last one to jump into the car. So that's why they are my family, because they do come when they're called. So I just wanted to get on to put in my 2 cents. I had, said hi in one of the streamers today, and he wasn't very nice. And I was like, okay, yeah, don't let me interrupt your grift. I know why I'm being pushed to uncomfortable levels in order to stay out of the group and not come back, and that's okay with me. I don't agree with them. So why am I going to join back up with people that I don't agree? I don't agree with the grift. If they were doing something besides, that's a whole different thing. But from what I see, it's all about making the money. Go home. Have you no family, friends sitting in your car whining about child molesters? Can't be your best choice. Go home. 1376 is literally saying they want to overthrow the government. I'm not with the 1776. And home is where the heart is. So ever since my oldest son passed away in August of 2019, I put all of my things in storage because I didn't know where I wanted to settle. I was in North Carolina, and I was halfway in between my family in Pennsylvania and Florida. So I wasn't quite sure, and still I'm not quite sure. And now we see why I am not sure, because the dust has not settled yet. Go home, I am home. I just thought I would bring you out and about and give you a whole new point of view today, instead of just sitting on the lawn and taking video. I don't care about your story. All I know is you are grifting off pedophile grifters. Oh, really? You don't know my story, but yet you're going to spout what you do not know about? Rogue Squadron? I'm the one who exposed the lies behind the silencing and the denial of people who were supposed to be registered, who were in the camp. Nobody needs your whack-doodle opinion. Honey, you obviously didn't go look at any of my videos. Bullshit, you didn't do anything. Go home. Well, honey, I am gonna be going back to North Carolina and continue what I started. So go check my playlist, Seeking Justice for All. What is it, Carmela? What do you see? Nope. Don't care. Fuck off, grifter. Honey, if you call getting 5 cups of coffee from 2 people grifting, is Kelly Canzaroni. I'm not your honey nut job. Yeah, well, sweetheart, what can I say? What can I say? It really doesn't matter. I've got verified proof of what I have done in my past with my life. And one thing you will note, when I say I'm going to do something, yeah. Like when I said I was going to invent glow-in-the-dark clothing and people thought I was crazy. Yeah. I've been researching glow-in-the-dark since before there was a subclass, so as my daughter would say, bite me. Bucket of shit, go home. Don't go home and stay. Yeah. Well, come to me, GLoLady. Just kidding. Yeah, I'll enlighten the masses, Samuel. You got that right. I most definitely will. And if you go back and look over my videos for Seeking Justice for All, you'll see the former county manager, Wanda Green, when I told her, yeah, you can sit there with a smile on your face, and that's when they stopped me and took away my First Amendment right. Admittedly, the chairman of Buncombe County gotten off the phone with the county sheriff dispatch. They are on their way for a welfare check. Really? Where? Good luck, not so. What welfare check, honey? You think they're gonna find me where I'm at? Huh? Seriously? Welfare check, what? For my animals? For my welfare? Yeah, well, what can I say? What can I say? I am not worried about a welfare check because I'm obviously not home. Yeah. Some people. But that's okay. You just wish them well. You wish them well and you give them enough of rope, they hang themselves. Nothing wrong with GLoLady. She just needs Samuel loving. Yeah, what the world needs more is love. Amen to that one. And what some people are trying to do is not give love to their fellow man, you know? And that's a big part of, you know, they're trying to kill their fellow man. And that's a sad situation. Geotag in your stream. Oh, way cool. YouTube developer tools show exactly where you are. Well, way cool. Then you know where I'm at. I like that. Say bring it on. Say bring it on. I know. Yep, Sheriff Devs too. They are on their way. Oh, that's gonna be so funny when they go there and I'm not there. Oh, but that's okay. It's like, which home? Which home? I told them you're suicidal and have a gun. Oh, that's so funny. Really? Our favorite grifter, Abraham Cadabra. Told them you're suicidal and have a gun. Hello, Glo, where you at? Run, run! Yeah, I don't own a gun. I am pretty good with a gun, though. I do admit it. I really enjoyed skeet shooting, although it has been quite a few years since I've shot some clay birds. Meth squirrel, you sound off your rocker. Yeah, I am off my rocker today. I'm sitting in my car. I'm not rocking back and forth with my thumb up my ass. That's true. I do have to go back and get working on my video of my convoy through hell. I have a love gun. They don't know that you're going to be spread eagle on the concrete in a few minutes. No more gas money for you. Aw, damn. You mean I have to keep paying for my own gas? Well, shit, man. Meth squirrel. Oh, yeah. I'd hate to have that name, but that's alright. I guess if that's what you want. You know, I'd rather have a name that identified me as to who I am. That's why the GLoLady. For my inventions and for my enlightening the masses. Now the sheriff has been told you are shooting at cars driving past. No, you don't. I'll pay for it, boo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I will be going back in about a week and a half. I want to finish what I'm doing now, so that when I have everything all lined up and I have my targets in sight, then I'll go back and pull some bonds in North Carolina. So if you want to give them a heads up, you can let Buncombe County and the city of Asheville know that I'm coming after them. That I can show the conspiracy along with the FBI and Governor Cooper in their crimes against humanity by denying the people their First Amendment. So, go ahead, give them a heads up. The judge in federal court already acknowledged that I have been harmed, but he couldn't tell me how it needed to be written. And that was my problem, because I'm not an attorney and I wrote it pro se. Didn't mean that it didn't have merit. It just meant that I didn't write it according to their rule book. Buncombe County, now I get it. You're a retarded SOVCIT. Ha ha ha, nice. I don't get it. What's the SOVCIT? Anybody else know what Rogue is talking about? Yeah, you want to know how I ended up in Buncombe County? I produced a TV show at a public access station in Buncombe County. And that's how I moved to Buncombe County. Prior to sovereign citizen. No, I'm a living soul. I'm a living soul. Not so much the sovereign citizen as in a living soul. Yeah, I had participated in a 900-mile Veterans March back in 1997, educating the public on veterans issues. And it was only when we were arrested for walking on 95 in South Carolina that we got media attention. And I stayed in D.C. over the summer and worked at the mall selling t-shirts for a patriot group who supported the movement to get the information out there about our prisoners of war, our missing in action, Gulf War syndrome, Agent Orange, veterans concerned, sovereign citizen. You don't think the rules apply to you, sweetie. Buncombe County ain't nothing to be proud of. I know you. It just clicked. Funny AF. That means funny as fuck. Oh, way cool. I always like telling a good joke. Maybe I should stay out of this. It doesn't matter, Lola. You're always allowed to speak your mind. Say what you mean what you say. Don't say it mean. But I'm a blonde. I can take a joke. Just speak slowly. Oh, nope, you are the joke. Well, cool. Then that means that I get to make people laugh. It doesn't matter. I'd rather people have a smile on their face than a frown. That's what it's all about. You know? Don't take yourself so seriously. We are laughing at you, not with you. Sweetheart, that doesn't matter. I don't care. You know? If you want to use me as a whipping post to take your frustrations out because you don't act or do anything, sovereign citizen equals pagan immunity. A child rapper? Is that what you're talking about? Black sheep slashes wolves. Yeah. Pedophile supporter? Sweetheart, no, you got it all wrong. I am not a supporter of pedophiles in a group that has children. You see how she fragmented when having to read child. Is that rapper or raper? Well, what's going on here? Yeah, well, Rogue Squadron thinks that I supported having pedophiles in the 1776 camp. And why do you think I am banned? I am called a traitor to 1776. Oh, well, that's might be in the dark side of I have never participated in a dark side ceremony, nor do I wish to. I do believe in that threefold law where one finger is pointed out and three are folded back. Are Democrats welcome to this chat? Just seen chat. Of course, everybody is welcome. You know, really, what's the difference between a Democrat and a Republican? You know, I've always wondered that because, you know, I've always wondered that. I never saw the difference. You can see the disconnect from reality when having to read child raper. Is that what you're saying? Golden Chariot on live stream. He is armed with sword in his car. Haha, you are using the 1776 on this video. Yep, you're totally legit. Yeah, and what does it say? Did you read the whole thing, or did you just come upon me because I had the 1776 RM hashtag? And that is the only thing that you saw. This woman is a Roman peasant slave, though. Bottom of the white barrel. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that that's what I was in a past life. Interesting. I know that someone had drawn me from when I was in Atlantis, and then someone had drawn me when I was an Indian in past lives. So, unfortunately, that person is no longer with us who drew it, but I still have the drawing. Yeah, the sound of music. You see, if anything super detrimental to her cause appears, she won't allow it to appear on her main screen. What are you talking about? You see, if anything super detrimental appears, super detrimental. What? What are you talking about? Everything should be up on here. Low class witch with no true power. She's a constant tool and slave to the real white people. Wow! Witches are angels in disguise. When you harm them, it will be your demise. Basically, a forced informant and a very underpaid hangaround. Forced informant for who? A very underpaid hangaround. Very underpaid. I would agree with that. There are quite a few who are making my billions off of my inventions. That's true. Santa, I believe, is in charge of a white nationalist Christian cult movement. Brian, I cannot disagree with that fact. Alchemy. Ah, you know alchemy? Donald Trump brought a Russian first lady in and gave law enforcement to the Russians. They mocked you. He is no different than any other president in history. You just got played by the Illuminati. Oh, King of the North invaded, King of the South prophesied in Book of Daniel. They raised up their Russian blue line flag. Soon, United Nations will declare peace and security and be attacked by Jehovah's Confederates. What the fuck? Hey, Jekyll in Purgatory. Yeah, what can I say? You know, there's a lot of bashers in here today. That's what I can say. There are people who don't like to see people doing things that they aren't going to get credit for, but that's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I'm sitting on a backcountry road. I was hoping that the Amish and the buggies would come by again, but I don't know. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Obama, through his mouth, through his mom, in all pres in royal, or of John of Alexander, father of King James, who posed as Jesus Christ, Biden and Trump are Vietnam War dodgers, but push war, Columbus must die. Oh, that's interesting. This matter is come before the court on defendant City of Asheville, motion to dismiss Asheville. This matter is before the court, motion to defend. Most people in your America today don't even consider themselves Americans, and they infiltrated your military. Hey, wait a minute. Where is that? Infiltrated the military. Oh, there we go. Have taken possession of and surrendered to the Confederacy. Columbus must die. Oops. Ah, shit. No. Cancel. Cancel. Sorry, Squadron. I almost blocked you. Didn't mean to. Why do you keep putting the same one? Of course they put in a motion to dismiss. Do you think they wanted to be tied up in the conspiracy? Is that the only thing you have to say, Rogue? You keep saying the same thing over and over. I just liked and subscribed. Oh, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Yeah, looks like Rogue is putting up the same ones over and over. The Romans posed as Jews, recreated the language to mock actual Christianity, which was founded by actual Jews in relation to Jehovah. Oh, come on, Rogue. If you're going to do that, then I'm going to say stop it in a more severe way, because Asheville is a dump. Yeah, Asheville is not what it used to be, that's for sure. Yeah. Alright. But the same things up. Trump lost. Get over a free and fair election. Get over big lie and conspiracy theories. All you trolls are absolutely in denial. This matter. Lisa Payne Landis. What? You're taking my name? Well, why don't you put up LGB Landis? You didn't know that was my name? Hadn't seen ya a while. Hey, Ellen. Yeah, somebody's got to do work around here. What can I say? I'm in Hendo. Could that be in Hendo, Jeffrey? Oh, you're so funny. Yeah. My last court hearing, It's in the court papers, in the court docket. I, Lisa Gay Bain Landis, herein known as LGB Landis, cannot in good conscience agree with the decision of the judge. So, yeah, LGB Landis. Yep. Ah, well then you know where Brevard is. Hey, Sean. Yeah, it's good to be back out and about again. You know, for a while it's like, why? And then it's like I'm trying to be nice and impartial, and oh, wait a minute, there, you see the deer crossing the road? Well, if I couldn't bring you a horse and buggy, at least I brought you a deer. Okay, good to see you back. Yeah, 100% calling them out. We'll keep our prayers with you always. Oh, thank you, Ellen. I really appreciate that. Some people know that I do have good intent. Yes, I know where all those places are. I've been here for almost 30 years. Ah, when I did that march, one of the people who were on that march lived in Brevard. And I said I wanted to move to the mountains, but I didn't know where. That's when I was living in Florida. And he goes, well, why don't you try Brevard? And that's how I got to Brevard. No, I will not be heading back to camp other than to, I don't know, possibly on my way through back to North Carolina, stick in there, or, cruise in through there. But I doubt very much if I would get a warm welcome, because I did expose the denial of the pedos being hidden in the camp. Yeah, that's it. Last night changed my mind. On what? Text to Mummy? What changed your mind last night? Yeah, I gotta stick to the principles. I mean, it was the principles were the reason that I stayed so long with the convoy. The personalities was like overwhelming, and I don't know how many times it was like, what the hell am I doing here? And then on the convoy, oh my God, it was just to stay alive. On the convoy, it was horrible. Hey Jeffrey, maybe we'll have to catch up when I get back to WNC. I like WNC, but I'm not sure where I'm going to settle. I love the energy in WNC, speaking of, or in relation to the crystals and the stones that are found in that area. The towns have pretty much been taken over by, we're more worried about the money than our freedoms. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That was what, I guess that was one of the reasons why I did not want to be a streamer from the beginning, because it wasn't about the fame and glory. Been there, done that. And I know you live under a rock. The critters came to DC with one goal: to cause trouble. Oh no. Oh no. See, that's what you don't know about. That's what you don't realize. That no, they came to DC to get the truth out there. That's why the critters came to DC. The critters came to DC to say, hey, Santa, we have questions. Would you honestly answer these questions? Why are you denying that you have and had pedos in camp. My new car is liberty, freedom, justice for all. I still have the First Amendment on the back of mine, written on the back. Come and cut my throat. It could never grow as long as the bad seeds are still there. Oh, yeah. Ooh, the sound of music. I think that was that same person that had ridden by. Must have gone around on the roundabout. Chant. Don't you know and see that these evil demonic people and the police working for the devil? Squirrel had contacted me. We had exchanged phone numbers back on the Convoy. You mean all the lies and the fact they are harassing and stalking them and across state lines? Not to mention they all have records a mile long. Go blue. What I do know is that Freedom Squirrel had contacted me prior to